Hey guys, hello. How long it will take to join the class? Hello.
Hello. Dear students, please wait till 2 o'clock. I guess we'll join the meeting. Okay. Please wait another
Okay,
5 minutes.
sounds good.
Mm.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Sir, today we talk about that MBA, correct? MBA benefits, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yesterday also I'm waiting for that class, sir. So because the reason yesterday we have no class, so for the reason I'm leaving. So today only class. So I saw in that telegram.
क्या में?
Hello.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen who has joined in this session.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, welcome, Mr. Harrison, Vice President, D-Link.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll be starting in a couple of minutes since learners are joining. So kindly hold on for 2 minutes, sir. Okay. So let the learners join. We'll start the introduction part and we'll slowly move on to the session because time is already running. So on behalf of SRM University and Directorate of Online Education and Director Dr. Manoranjan Punram, the Director for Online Education, I extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Harrison Albert, the Vice President, D-Link, Middle East and Africa. So I also welcome all the participants or the learners who have joined this session. Just a brief introduction about this session. So this program of online education department, we are running 5 to 6 courses starting from BBA, MBA, MCA, BCA, MCOM and BCom. So we are shortly going to come out with many programs. So as we are going to merge with the distance education department. So the online education is going to become online and distance education in the short run. So we have daily online sessions which are going on in the evenings. And we also have a very strong LMS support, that is a learning management support, wherein the learners have the audio-visual content and the textual content and all that. So they learn through that. And we also have a bridge between the LMS and the the interaction part. We have the live sessions. So these are happening in the evening times between 7 to 8 or 7:30 to 8:30, depending on the batch. And apart from this, we are also having some student engagement in the weekends in the form of corporate interactive sessions where leaders from corporate and senior managers and CEOs interact with our students. So as a part of this, this is a third such session for this semester, and we are proud to have Mr. Harrison Albert. And I now call upon my student volunteers, Ms. Sri and Mr. Adrian and the team to take over the session and take it forward. Now over to Mr. Sri, and welcome Mr. Harrison. Kindly hold on for the introduction part from the students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A very happy good afternoon, one and all. I think you guys are super excited to start this session. So since all of you are ready, let's get started without any more delay. I'm Siri Mahalakshmi and I shall be anchoring for today's virtual program. So first of all, respected Honorable Vice President, Mr. Harrison Albert, sir, I welcome you to this program. Program Coordinator, Dr. M.L. Ganadashan, sir, all the faculty members, and my dear friends. Once again, thank you all for joining this virtual program. So this is basically the interview session where you will be able to know about different career guidance, how to build your career and how to progress in your career. Now, I would like to start this program with an important statement. I would like to tell that, do you know actually what is the difference between what you are and what you want to be? It's basically what you do. Think of yourself, where you are and where you want to be. And do you really have the right strategy for implementing and to build a right career? So by the end of this session, you will be having a right roadmap through which you can progress in your career. So basically, this interview is based on the set of questions that we received from the learners. At the end, every learner will get an opportunity to interact with Vice President Sir, Mr. Harrison Albert Sir. So I request all the participants until the end of the session to not interrupt the session. Please don't ask any kind of questions during the interview. Everyone will be getting the opportunity to interact. Now I would like to call upon Mr. Adrian to introduce the guest and to proceed with the interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed viewers and tech enthusiasts, we are delighted to bring you a special webinar today, an exclusive interview with a true inspiration in the world of technology and business, Mr. Harrison Albert. Mr. Harrison Albert is a name synonymous with excellence and innovation in the field of technology. As the Vice President of D-Link, Middle East and Africa, he has not only risen through the ranks, but also helped shape and redefine the technology landscape of this dynamic region. His journey is a testament to dedication, vision, and remarkable achievement. Mr. Harrison embarked on his path to success with a strong foundation in engineering, earning a Bachelor's of Engineering degree. His passion for technology and a thirst for knowledge have been a driving force behind his illustrious career. This commitment led him to pursue an MBA from SRM University, and today he proudly stands as an alumnus, having honed his skills and broadened his horizons. Mr. Harrison's remarkable career started back in 2002 when he took on the role of a regional sales manager. This was the first step in a journey that would see him ascend to the position of vice president. His growth and achievements in the technology industry are a true inspiration for anyone aspiring to reach great heights in their careers. His remarkable achievements stand as a testament to his dedication and innovative thinking within D-Link. For those who want to know about D-Link, D-Link is a globally recognized leader in networking. It is a company that has been at the forefront of technology and innovation for many years. Under the leadership of Mr. Harrison Albert, D-Link Middle East and Africa has reached new heights and set industry standards in the region. Their commitment to excellence and cutting-edge solutions has made them a name to reckon with in the tech industry. Today, we have the privilege of engaging in an in-depth conversation with Mr. Harrison Albert, a prominent figure in the world of technology and a key player in D-Link's success. This interview promises to provide you with a unique opportunity to gain insights into his life, career, and remarkable journey of D-Link. As we delve into the mind of this extraordinary individual, we hope you find inspiration and valuable takeaways for your own professional journey. Without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Harrison Albert to the virtual stage for this enlightening interview. We are thrilled to have you with us, sir.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, thanks for the online SRM program. Special thanks to Dr. Gandadasan, who has been very persuasive in making me attend this discussion or the interview, as you call it. Normally, I haven't given an interview like this, so this is my first. So if I run short in any of my explanations or comments, you need to apologize. I apologize to you in advance. And Dr. Manarajan, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. And for the very detailed introduction, Adrian, thank you very much. And Mahalakshmi, your start was very, very motivational. Thank you. I think most of the introduction about me is done, but there are a few corrections here and there, but I think I will take it at step by step in due course of time.
Thank you so much, sir. It's really a proud privilege, you could say, to interview you, because you are a proud alumni of SRM as well. So knowing that we could follow in your footsteps for our career is actually it's a great thing for us as well. So let us begin this interview with your early ambitions, sir. So what did you dream about when you were in school or college, and how did your dream shape your career?
Okay, to start off, I had the privilege of attending just a few. I can see a few questions on the chat about what this topic is about, etc. And I think there are attendees from BBA, MCA, MBA, etc. So just to give an introduction, I attended MBA in SRM, and I was a second batch for the MBA program in SRM. I passed out back in 1996, and I had this beautiful privilege of visiting SRM last year, and it was great to see the transformation of how the small college that I studied in has transformed to a magnificent university, how it is today. And I think it is the contribution of each and every student as well as faculty and the management. It's fantastic. To answer your question, back in 1994 to 96, when we used to study there, we didn't have the privilege, a lot of privileges that you had today, including things like career guidance, driving to yourself to understand what you are. We didn't have things like aptitude test to know what your hidden or inner skills are. And it is a lot of perseverance, a lot of hard work that we had to do because imagine it is a period where we didn't have the internet to back you up with the information that is required. So just to correct you, Adrian, I am not an engineering graduate. So this is the main topic of my discussion today, to say that I come from a hotel management background. I have done a very detailed education background in hotel management, hospitality industry. And it is because of certain aspects in my earlier job, wherein I had the opportunity of working 24 hours non-stop when the world partied for Christmas or a New Year. It is such a situation that drove me to take an MBA and change my career path. And at that particular path itself, I was not very sure about what was required. I'm just explaining it because all of you are students here. And what we did, or I did, and my friends in college did, is that we did study as much as we could. We tried all variations of top courses. You can name it. And when we came to MBA, we wanted to take something unique. And at that time, there was not a course with MBA with finance as a specialization. We requested the management at that time, and they did a special program for a few students like me. So this is how SRM also contributed to what we are today. This is an early start. In fact, I didn't want to speak much about myself. I would have appreciated more questions from the students so that I can connect you with what it is in the current life or the situation that we do on a technology or the Middle East industry.
Okay, sir. The thing is, the next question is actually a follow-up question to the same thing itself. So can you walk us through your daily routine for achieving success, given that today is an internet-driven world, considering your role as a vice president in a tech company?
Okay, one is you are a student for life. This is something that you need to accept. You are a student for life. You need to keep studying on a daily basis. Right now, you would be studying from the books, maybe from the internet, maybe from practical applications in life. You are a student for life. This, I would like to quote the words of great Nehru, where he says that the moment you stop growing, decay sets in. So to those words, I would say that whether you are in the field of technology, whether you're in any particular field, learning is a continuous exercise. And the world around you is evolving. There is a need for a change, and the change is happening. If you do not change with the time, you don't, whether it's your business or your personal life even, the change will overcome you and you become obsolete. So it is important that you change and adapt to the time. From a technology perspective, you might call it innovations in chipset, innovation technology, using cloud platform, using artificial intelligence, deep learning, different terms. You could use different terminologies for this. But end of the day, it is learning. And today, the learning has become much more rapid because you're using machines to assist you in the learning process so that you can grasp more in a shorter period of time. Along with that, there are a lot of other elements that you need to also learn, including aspects of security, which is also evolving. So everything evolves, and especially for a small technology vendor like me, this is a continuous exercise. Whether you build hardware and you build software against it, or you create a cloud platform, this is a continuous exercise, and you're evolving, and you need to run at a pace which is in line with how the world goes in.
So you did speak about your early life and how you lived. So as someone who has been part of the transition into this internet age, could you share how this transformation has affected your role and contributions you have made to your organization over the years?
To say that, I would also put some links on to D-Link. D-Link is one of the early networking companies which started in 1986. We might be the oldest company outside the United States, because Cisco was 1984, I guess. We are one of the oldest companies, and we used to make a lot of products which were the basic or the foundation stones for communicating one computer to another. If you remember token ring topology and all those things, I think you still study about some of them in your textbooks. But these were the products that we actually manufactured at one point of time. And over a period of time, it evolved into hubs, switches, and wireless technologies. Wherein I would also like to, and it migrated from what we used to have 11B to Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 7, so many other technologies, and going to cloud, AI, etc. I would like to say we used to say a joke, because back in year 1999, when we were exhibiting the first of the 11B technology, which is 11 Mbps wireless, we had an Arab who came to our exhibition booth, and I said, and he asked us, can I use this in my car for internet? And those days, being technology savvy, me and a couple of my colleagues laughed at it, saying that how can a home wireless be in a car? But 10 years from then, you had that technology in your car, in your train, in your aircraft. So this is how the technology is evolving with time. And there is nothing to laugh about it. As anybody who comes with a crazy idea, it would happen over a period of time. And to students like you, don't put barriers on your thinking. Think the most obscene thing what you could think of in terms of technology or in terms of anything. And it could become a reality someday, and you would be the driving force for that.
Thank you so much, sir. And now we spoke about technology and how it has evolved. And now the most in the consumer segment, smart home systems are one of the biggest technologies, and D-Link has been a significant player in that market. So what is your opinion in the driving and the demand for these type of systems, and how does D-Link contribute to this growing market?
Smart home systems have been something that we have been talking about since, I would say, last 15 years. D-Link has been one of the vendors who brought in the early home surveillance camera, which you could see over the cloud. We introduced it in 2009. At one point of time, we had 3 million plus users globally. We have been one of the pioneers in this, but the technology as such has evolved beyond cameras. Now we are talking about different technologies to make the entire home smart home. So one of the goals of a technology vendor is not just to bring technology into the field in terms of speeds. When we talk about wireless, we are talking about speed. When we are talking about wired, we are talking about 100 Mbps, 1 gig, 10 gig, 100 gig, and so on. But also, one of the driving force is to make things easier in terms of how to use it, how easy it is to use, or how easy it is to configure. I recall maybe about 10 years back, you need to install a surveillance system or a wireless system. It would take some expertise on the technical side, and it would require easily about 1 or 2 hours to configure a simple system. Today, we are talking about some of these technologies have become so easy to adapt over the cloud, and it can be done as a do-it-yourself environment. And this is one side of it. At the same time, when we talk about smart home solutions, another big challenge over there is the security, because the internet is evolving. What used to be a secured software or a firmware today, 6 months down the line, it could have a new loophole or a plug which needs to be filled in. So continuous process of having firmware updates, etc., is part of the requirement. So coming back to D-Link, we have a program to have smart home solutions, both in the wired as well as the wireless. We use different kinds of platform, Bluetooth 3.0, Zigbee, Z-Wave, 802.11d, as well as on the wired, KNX is a technology that is going to be implemented in 2024 for smart home solutions or smart building solutions.
And we've heard buzzwords like AI and the metaverse and so on and so forth. So how is D-Link involved with AI and the metaverse, and what would be their impact on today's society?
D-Link has joined the Metaverse Standard Forum in July 2022. And we have been one of the first pioneers in developing a Wi-Fi 6 adapter to connect your laptop or your PC onto the metaverse on a seamless way. We feel that metaverse would be a new path or a platform wherein interoperability between different vendors, because one of the challenges of smart home was that different vendors produce different concepts of smart home, and interoperability was always a challenge. So with metaverse, interoperability, because anything that is certified by metaverse is going to be interoperable and easy to use between different kinds of vendors, because a consumer, he might like X of D-Link, Y of some other brand, and he should be able to work seamlessly between these two. Back to the AI part of it, AI is nothing but self-learning. So we have brought in home smart AI-based routers since the year 2021. And these routers are able to learn about the internet. So your home router is going to be better than what it was yesterday in terms of the performance, in terms of the wireless signal, because it can detect the wireless signal, and if there is an interference, it automatically helps you change the channel, parental control, security, so many factors. And they all adopt something known as FOTA, which is firmware over the air, so that the security-wise, it automatically takes updates and keeps you secured, and your router improves on a daily basis.
Okay, sir. And now we all have that one moment in our career that drives us forward or changes our destination entirely. So can you share a pivotal moment in your career that inspired you or challenged you?
Just to simply put it in a different way, I am responsible for Middle East and Africa, which is a very big territory because it starts from Pakistan all across Middle East, North Africa, Turkey, and the whole of Africa. So one of the key topics, like you said, I started at a humble beginning back in 2002 and have grown up every step up the ladder based on achievements and results. And one of the important points I would like to highlight is back in 2009, when I was being promoted, my then CEO, Mr. Tony So, he said that take what you can in your hand, only those things that you can do full justice. What you cannot, you need to reassign or delegate. So just to students, I think those who are studying BBA or MBA, you would have come across a word which is in your topics, which is called delegate. Delegate is something that when I was doing my MBA, I could easily write a page or two essay on it because it sounds very simple, but in real life, it's one of the most difficult thing to do because as an individual, everybody feels I can do this job the best more than anybody else in the world, which may or may not be true, but it is how you delegate leads to you to expand and take a path of growth. So this word delegate is very simple, but it's one of the toughest things to actually implement in real life.
Yes, sir. Since you're working in D-Link, so we all know that D-Link is a tech company. And one thing about tech companies is most of their employees are so dedicated and they love what they do that they all become workaholics. So my question to you, sir, is D-Link a fun place or is it a place for workaholics?
Sitting here, I can't judge about whether it's fun or not, but I do believe we have employees. Myself, I've been with this company since 2002. And we have, that's because one of the reasons why I'm here, let me explain that before I tell about the others. We try to do different things in a different way. And we are always learning. One, we are always developing because we are not just a company that we are based out of Taiwan. It's not just a company that manufactures in Taiwan and brings to the market, but we evolve in understanding what the market requires. Because we understand that every part of the world is different from what it is. What you have in India is different. I can see some people here from Bahrain. What you have in Bahrain is different. What you have in Iraq is different. Nigeria is different. Every country is different. Pakistan is different. So we evolve, we develop technologies, we develop some products very specific to those countries. We develop the software in each of these hardware devices very specific to certain countries or certain telcos, which gives us a cutting edge, which is very, very critical in this. So because of this, we are continuously learning, and the concept of monotony is not there in my kind of a job. For this reason, I would like to tell about my colleagues over here. Most of them have completed more than 10 years with me, or we have employees 15 years. We have, unlike what I see in India, we have a very high level of retention of employees. Very few of them have moved because of migration or those kind of options. But I would say that definitely it's a fun place. We do our own kind of activities within the office as a group. We travel, we do horse riding, we have a snooker table even upstairs.
Okay, sir. And we know there are lots of students who are attending this webinar today who would like to have a career in telecommunication. So what advice would you like to give those students who are interested in pursuing a career in telecommunication?
Okay. Telecommunication is a sector which has evolved. I think from what I think the evidence is there in India itself, because what you used to have as a telecom in the past, where you had analog telephone lines from the Department of Telecommunication, to what has evolved to something like Reliance today, is what is the transformation you're going to see on telecommunications. A telecommunication provider is going to be a service provider, not just for the consumer, but also for businesses. So the kind of things that they would be doing in the future is that it reduces the need of a large format system integrator. Because today, I'm telling you, we even supply wireless route access points to telecom in Japan, where it is, if you want, let's say, imagine you have a scenario where you need to have a wireless network in a new office. You call up the telecom provider, they send you the access point, you plug in, you manage it, and the central management still remains with the telco or the ISP, and they do all the managed services for you. So you don't hire somebody locally to do the support or any kind of services. So eventually, telecom providers are going to be service providers. It is not just voice, data, media, but which you are familiar with today. They do the data, they do the voice, they do televisions, etc. But in the future, they are also going to be a content provider. They are going to be a service provider with a different set of applications at their level, which is going to service your consumer requirements as well as your business requirements.
D-Link is a company which we all know that positively promotes diversity. So did you feel anytime insecure working with diverse people in D-Link?
Like I said, my territory is very big. Within my office in Dubai, in the Middle East, we have 13 different nationalities. I think I have around 58 distributors across the region, different language speaking, different concepts. The kind of English that you hear from one corner of my territory to another corner of the territory is very, very different. But most important thing is you learn how to gain respect by giving respect, believing in them and creating a trust. And once the trust level is attained, from a sales perspective, that means you respect, you value your customer, you appreciate them, you get the same thing back, and then life is very easy. So this is the message I have to every student over here who might pursue a career in sales or service or the service industry. Learn to respect the customer, create them as you would say, create him as God, or create him as special, and he will treat you special. So regardless of language barriers, regardless of religious barriers or any other kind of barriers, the most important thing that matters is this. And you will get the respect and a long-term relationship, because over a period of time, because I've been here so long, my distributors or my partners, they treat me like family more than a business sell buy relationship. No.
So if you were not the vice president of D-Link, what do you think you would have pursued a career as?
I don't know. This is one thing that I didn't think. I'm only looking forward what can be done different in the future. Maybe I would have been a hotelier. I have a lot of other passions. I would possibly do fishing, different kinds of activities, something that would have been in the service segment. Because when I studied MBA, I wanted to do something related to service industry, but actually I'm not in the service industry today. I wanted to pursue a career in service industry. Those days, SRM had hotels, even my project was associated to that. So this is kind of a tough question for me, but going forward, I think most of message to all of you also. I think the question should not be what you should have been, which is kind of a regret, but what you should be. So one of the things that I missed out earlier is that, again, I think most of you over here, you have done your career advice, your aptitude test, and you've decided a career. That's why you are in BBA or MBA or MCA. But my presence here today is to say that in case you feel at any point of time that this was not the right path that you should have taken, you should still make the change. You cannot say that I wasted 3 years in MCA or MBA, or 2 years in MBA or BBA, and not look for the change. Because if that is the change that the inner you feels is needed, you should make the change. And I am a living example over here, because you can still keep studying, still keep learning new things, and change your path of life. That would make you happy. So this is my message to you.
Your answer even coincided with my final question, which I actually had. So what advice would you like to give the students who are just starting their careers and aspire to achieve success like yours? So you answered 2 questions at one time, but do you have any further advice which you would like to give, sir?
Same thing what I said earlier. If you have a drive, a passion, okay, while you are studying, and you at any point of time you feel that this is not the path, because I have done many things, I've learned many things which I don't use today, but I don't regret learning them. The more you learn, the better you are, at least at some point of time. But if there is something that you desire. Okay, don't limit yourself to the parameters where you live. Maybe in India, the kind of job that you might be thinking of might not meet the dignity or the social status that your peers would acknowledge. But ultimately, it's not the acknowledgement that is needed, but what you believe in and your inner happiness is what is most important. So if you have any such desire, go for it. And I trust the universe will support you in a wholehearted way to make you achieve that goal. So this is my humble saying, but if there is something more from the students, I would be happy to answer.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a really wonderful interview. And I think I will give it back to the students who will ask their questions.
So I think there are a lot of chats, but I can't read them now.
Thank you, Adrian.
Sir,
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We are really fortunate to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Really, it was a great words, and thanks for your valuable time for us. Now the session is open for queries, and audience can interact directly with sir and get all your doubts clarified regarding career guidance, career building. And you are also free to share your comments and questions in the chat.
sir,
Yeah, you're audible. Continue.
sir,
Yes.
sir. I am Harish Karthikeyan from MBA, sir. Sir, I am studying in online MBA, sir. So exam will conduct only on online or offline, sir. Tell me, sir. So we write the exam only on center or home, sir. Tell me, sir, please.
Your doubts will be clarified separately. Now, this is not that particular session. This session is for if you have any doubts regarding your career guidance, you can ask such kind of questions. You can post your queries in the LMS portal where you get all your answers.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, today nice session, ma'am. Nice session or nice interview, ma'am. So that's sir.
Thank you.
Today nice interview, sir, and nice encouragement, sir.
Thank you. Is there anything more that I could enrich you with? Please share.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Sir, good afternoon. Could you please share some... sorry, sir. Sorry for interruption. Any suggestions for a fresher who start his career for a fresher who starts his career in a MNC? What is the suggestion to him?
Before that, I would like to know what you're doing at this stage.
Right now, I'm working as business development in local firms, sir.
And you're doing which course at this moment?
Right now, I'm doing MBA in finance, sir.
Okay. What you have done is the right path. You are working at the same time doing MBA, which is a luxury which most people don't get because they take it in India. Back in India, we take education as a continuous exercise. So one of the facts that I would like to highlight is that anything you learn in MBA, do not keep it between the books. Try to put in a real life application to your day-to-day subjects, as well as try to link what you study to your business environment or another business environment. In fact, everything that you learn should be linked to a case study of possible real life. This is one. Once you do this, you approach an MNC or any other company for that example. The way you're going to respond in an interview is very different from what it is in the book, because an MNC doesn't want to know what you studied from the book, but how you can apply what you studied in a practical way. So this is one of the key elements that they are looking at, because what you study is what you study as a theoretical factor, but how you apply it, how you implement it in a business environment is the most important thing. So try to correlate anything that you say as an interview in an interview or an interaction with a multinational with practical aspects of how you apply it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Ramesh here. Hello.
You're audible. Continue.
Yeah. Sir, you are talking about the smart home adaptation, the technology adaptation among the with the time to time. Is D-Link have any plans to smart homes like you are talking about the Zigbee, KNX, and Wi-Fi? Do you have any plans to get those kind of product range since you have the wider retailer as well as distribution network, and as well as you are also present in the among commercials. So, do you have any plans, sir?
Okay, just to answer your question, you are based in India, right?
Yes, sir. I'm based in Hyderabad.
Okay, because the operational base is different in different parts of the world, and the Indian market might be slightly different from what is there in the Middle East and the rest of the world, because a lot of technologies in India have been driven to local manufacturing functions. So I don't know how far smart home technology has evolved in India, because a lot of these products are either made in Taiwan or China. But in terms of D-Link, I can just gently say that we have been one of the pioneers in bringing smart home. And one of the things that we have been first to launch is smart home cameras, which has been there since a very, very long time. I think these products are available in your market, plus motion detection sensors, power plugs, different accessory fire alarms, water alarms, etc. But we in the Middle East are driving for a bigger thing, which is trying to create smart home based solutions for SMB segment as well as commercial buildings. So this is what we are trying to drive, putting in wireless as well as wired concepts into a smart home technology. But I wouldn't know exactly what products are available with the Indian operation. This would be subject to my colleagues back in India.
Got it, sir. Since you are rightly said there are multiple brands, still we are importing from China and Taiwan, and the production capability for home automation is still a challenge in India.
Yeah, the biggest challenge of smart home today, especially in countries like India, where you have multiple brands, is interoperability. So this is why we were trying to have Meta certified products. And once you have Meta certified products, the interoperability problem gets solved. But at the same time, you can have a single brand for a whole solution, be it for business or for homes. So this is also in the pipeline. At least I am sure about it in the Middle East and Africa market. In India, I'm not so sure, but I can cross-check with my Indian counterparts.
India is still evolving, sir, and there are, due to this technical tech team, the IT sector is growing. So people are adopting for home automation technologies. Even I am also working for one of the home automation company in India. That's the reason I'm asking about this.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Sir, what scope is your,
Hello.
yes,
I'm going to Mark. May I ask now?
sir, what is the scope of business analyst in MBA stream, sir?
This is the scope is there, business analyst scope, but let me put it in this way. In when it comes to the Middle East, one of the things I have a lot of people inquiring about what is happening in the Middle East market. So one of the things I would like to highlight is that here the market is what do you call it? There is a limitation when it comes to newcomers here, because the kind of investment a company does is not like how it is done in India. Because in India, the companies take a lot of efforts when it comes to training, bringing up undergraduate to a productive level. But in the Middle East and Africa segment, they need people who are ready to the market, ready to go into the market. So like what you mentioned now, a lot of these functions are done by consultants. So business analyst kind of a concept would be, the opportunity would lie more with consultants Because such opportunities by multinationals are subcontracted to consultants who make their report, and we adapt based on one or two different kinds of reports. So basically, I'm trying to say is that the market in India is slightly different, where you have a lot of opportunities to learn, and regardless of what remuneration such learning curve provides, please use the opportunity to make the best of the learning curve, because once you reach a certain level, it's a much demanded, or any for that reason, any reason, with a good experience, Middle East and
So business analyst has a good scope. That's what you mean to say, sir.
yes, you do. But a good part of this job would be with the related consultants, etc. With the
Okay, great.
consultants.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. This is Madan with you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
You're audible. Yeah, you can continue asking your questions.
Hi, sir. This is Madan with you from Bahrain, and welcome to you on behalf of Bahrain. And I'm working in Linde Gas Technology. I think you know about this Linde Gas. So, how about this business analyst in like our construction field or in oil and gas, sir?
Maybe we could have a session later, one-to-one, because we cater to different verticals. We have a segment which does very specifically industrial networking, and we do alliance with the other brands like Moxa, etc., which are very specific to the oil and gas industry when it comes to networking and security, etc. So we could have a session. Maybe you can have my contacts, and you could contact me later on how we could work.
Sure, sir. Thanks.
Hello.
Hi, sir.
Hi, sir. Oh, I think now a female should talk. All the males said they're talking.
Yeah, you continue. Continue. You're audible.
Okay. Hi, sir. This is Dishani. Now I came to know that you are also from hotel, like you have done hotel management, and similar to you, I am working in hotel industry. I'm working in Western Hyderabad, and I haven't done any hotel management. So I'm having like 5 years of experience almost. Started my career at 18 plus, and like after doing one diploma, and then I have started as an associate. Now I am working as an events executive in events department. So I want to know, like you have done your graduation, like management through hotel management, then like how did you shift your career to a different field, like totally different from service industry, like, and how are you happy for that, and how did you make your mind like I'm going to change the industry, like you did take the path of MBA. So as I have also like I wanted to complete my graduation, so I have taken BBA online digital marketing from SRM. That's why I'm the student, and further I want to be I want to do MBA and all. So I just want to ask, like, how did you make your mind to change such in like your total knowing field to a total unknown field, and you just have such a success? So I want to know about it.
Thank you, Dishani. Just to highlight, I did my hotel management in IHM Bangalore, and I worked in the Windsor Manor Sheraton in Bangalore. But at one point of time, it was my inner thing that you put up very long hours in the hotel industry, especially during periods when the rest of the world parties.
Sir.
Can I continue or?
No, sir. I need one
Continue,
doubt.
sir. You can ask your doubt after sir completes his talk.
Okay. This was something inside me to drive why that I needed a change, and I put in a lot of efforts for this, Dishani. I did programming. I did a lot of computer courses. I did different certification program when it comes to network security, ethical hacking, different kinds of course, MCA, CCNA. So it is
While working itself, like you were pursuing
while
both?
working, yes, exactly what you're doing, because what you're doing is the right step. You're working in one industry, and when you keep studying when you're working, or you find time to study when you're working, you are able to apply what you're studying onto a practical environment, which I think is very, very critical. And in my industry today, uh, you need to know about technology. You need to know, because what you study in the books also, over a period of time, it is done. Okay, the basics still remain, but in terms of concepts of technology, they keep evolving, they keep changing. So it, like I started my talk today, it's a continuous exercise of evolving. And if you have the will that you need to make a change, and you know which direction to go, perfect, that you can make it happen. And even to all the people who are here, who are doing online classes, etc., I'm saying, you could be 30, you could be 35, and you still feel that what you decided was wrong. Never give up, still aim for the change. Even if it's a full career change, aim for it. Something that makes you happy, you should be doing that towards the end. So if you really put an effort onto anything that you want, it is achievable. It is my humble belief that it will happen, because it did happen to me. Because when I was in the hotel industry, when I had this phase of working 18 hours non-stop at a day, and I felt that I needed a change, and I drove for it, and I studied for it. And if you're able to do that, I think this change will automatically come to you. The world will work towards you to help you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
My question to you, sir, how to manage conflict in workplace?
Ashish, your voice was not at all audible. Can you speak a little louder?
My question is how to manage conflict in a workplace.
Conflict.
Yeah.
Again, conflict happens. Okay, I'm working in an environment where you have multiple nationalities, you have multiple languages, you have different ethnic backgrounds, and conflicts are very easy to come. Especially, let's say, two people from Tamil Nadu meet, they speak only in Tamil. A third person wouldn't understand. And this concept of an Arab-speaking guy sitting over there would say that maybe they are both talking about him something bad. This is a typical example. But conflicts can be avoided by having a level of, it is not easy, it comes with time. But again, within the organization, integrity, ethical integrity need to be there. People need to trust and respect each other. Or as a manager, you need to encourage this level of trust, level of openness, and be an example to it. Be a part of the team and be an example how you can transform this trust down your colleagues. If you're able to do that, then it is easy. Trust me, it is a lot more challenging, or it was a lot more challenging in the past for me at an early stage, because I had to handle multiple complaints, but we found a way to work around that. It is something that you cannot by default 100% avoid, but it's doable.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Since we
you,
are
sir.
moving out
Yeah.
of time, let us take a final question. Harini, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Thank you, Mahalakshmi. Thank you for a wonderful session today, Mr. Harrison. It was really lovely. Am I audible?
Very much.
Yes, thank you. It's towards Middle East, so I'm just out of curiosity asking. Correct me if my, my technical ignorance. The recent news, what we are seeing around is like UAE is very much into trying to pioneer the 6G technology. What is your take in it, as you are being a VP covering the area, And how do you see D-Link getting adaptable to that? And what do you see how much faster that could spread across the world? And whatever you think, like whether it can be the pros and cons from your experience and technical knowledge.
I think you might be referring to Etisalat, which has been a driving force when it comes to early adaptation of technology. Yes, it is there. Giving 100 Mbps or 10 gig, 100 gig to every home is also something in the pipeline. But as we speak now, the commercial application is 5G. So most of the homes or businesses either connect on a 1 gig on a 5G platform. There are a lot of, not just what you mentioned, but there are a lot of newer technologies in the pipeline, but they are still in a concept or an early testing stage. So especially between the GCC countries, you have 5 countries which are smaller in size. In terms of technology, they can adapt and implement technologies much faster than most of the bigger countries like India, because the economic wealth is there and people can afford it, as well as the territory wise, it's much smaller than the bigger counterparts. So the GCC countries would be early adopter of all forms of technology. Now, all the GCC countries are already almost 100% on the 5G and moving to new platforms, both on the fiber network as well as on the mobile network, to adapt higher speeds in the near future with very low latency.
Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
We are moving out of time. It's time to conclude the session. I request Shamima Parveen to deliver a vote of thanks. All the remaining questions will be answered through email.
Ma'am, we have, I'm asked that, sir, we have that.
Arish, 1 minute, kindly hold on. Let me finish the session and
okay.
We will see Vice President leave the meeting. Then we can have department queries at the end. Okay, kindly hold on.
No, sir, I'm asking that the job only, sir. Any jobs?
Yeah, this is not the forum. We have placement assistant in SRM. We will definitely help you. Not now.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Modern technology is the birth of a global mind. The internet, just like the steam engine, is a technological breakthrough that changed the world. It is the largest experiment in the anarchy that we have ever had as a humankind. 10 years ago, if you asked a question out loud, not directed at anyone, it would just go into the void and you would be considered weird. Now Alexa and Siri answers back and the void actually answers back and it has become the norm. It is the most important development in the humankind. I'd like to thank Mr. Harrison Albert, the Vice President of D-Link Middle East and Africa, for this enlightening interview session, where you provided guidance on our questions which would have otherwise gone to the void. Imparting and sharing knowledge is a noble act, and you have made a very lasting impact on our lives by sharing your expertise in the session, sir. Mr. Harrison, your journey from graduation in hotel management in the hospitality industry to MBA SRM in 1996 with no career guidance to the Vice President of D-Link in 2023 has not been a simple feat. It is not actually a simple thing. And it was possible only by being a student for life. To quote you once again, the moment you stop learning, you start dying. And this, I would like to say that this was possible by learning, which is the only thing that can stop us from becoming obsolete. From producing topology to producing cloud AI in one of the oldest organization outside US, which is D-Link, your journey has not been a simple thing. And we also understood that technology is about making things easier to do and creating over the cloud do-it-yourself environment. Apart from that, you also gave us some true corporate knowledge, true corporate wisdom to be sure that we should take only those that we can do, and other tasks we should be delegating it to our delegates. We also learned that importance of continuous learning. In other words, it is called as Kaizen, which is a Japanese concept. And continuous learning leads to breaking monotony and leads to transformation, which is the true key to success in business. We also learn to respect customer and treat them specially, and so that they will treat you better regardless of the barrier, instilling the faith of humanity in all of us. My favorite part of the session was something that our parents or well-wishers won't tell us ever, which you said, which is, if you feel you're not on the right path, then make the change and do not have any regrets, because inner happiness is more important than anything else. I'd once again like to thank you for your time and energy, Mr. Harrison Albert. I'd also like to extend my gratitude towards Dr. Manoranjan Ponram, Director of Online Education at SRM IST, and the management of SRM for organizing this interactive session. I'd also like to extend my gratitude towards ML Jnanadasan, Program Coordinator of MBA SRM IST, and all the learners here for their patient observation throughout the whole session. We hope that today's live interview with Mr. Harrison Albert enriches your knowledge and gives you wisdom for your future. With this, we conclude this corporate interactive session and wish you a very happy weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks again to the entire MPA team. I was able to address the way you had organized the event last year. It reminded me of our days. We were the second MBA batch, and we conducted XeScan, which was the first MBA students meet across different colleges held in SRM. It reminds me of those good old days. Thank you. You are an amazing team. Keep it up.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Harrison.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Harrison,
you
for your
very much,
time.
sir, for
You're
your
always
time.
welcome. We will connect sometime later. Thanks for your
I
time.
have a doubt, sir.
Let sir, Harrison, you can disconnect. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you
Is
very
this a
much.
recorded session?
Thank you, sir. You were spending a valuable time here. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. The honor, the pleasure was mine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So is the
Thank you.
session recorded?
Yeah, session is recorded. We will upload in the LMS also.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any queries related to department or your studies, quickly you can ask me, because I also have a meeting in another 10 minutes time. So learners, if there are any queries, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will call it for the day.
Sir, I have only one questions that in MBA we have many streams like HR, finance, marketing, and business analyst. So if we want to make change in the stream, like I choose business analyst, and now in the second year I want to take like marketing or finance. Is it possible?
That is perfectly allowed. First 2 semesters are common for all the learners. So common subjects will be there. In the 3rd and 4th semester, we have the specialization courses, specialization subjects, what we are going to learn. So when you come in the 3rd semester, we have an option to change the electives. So that time you raise a query in the students portal, and definitely we will change it. We are trying to automate that also. When you come to the 3rd semester, when you pay the fees, that option will be there asking for any specialization change, or you want to continue with the same course, same specialization. So that time you can also opt it. So definitely we can change the specialization when you come to the 3rd semester.
Thank you, sir. I have just more last question, sir. That in MBA, after completion of this course, online MBA course, we will be getting placements or not? That is my last question.
Yeah, placements are there. We have a placement, career and placement department separately, and we are liaising with that department for the online program, and definitely we will have the placements. So that will start only in the 4th semester.
So we will be going through campus, sir.
Yeah, there are 2 things. If students are having experience, you will go through lateral placement, that is off campus we'll arrange. And for the freshers, we will join you with the regular department for the campus placements.
Thank you for this interactive session, sir. We get to know a lot. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, learners. Thank you for your patience. When we have this kind of interaction, kindly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, do join and make maximum use of these kind of sessions. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your patience.
Sir, when do we have our second semester exams, sir? Approximate.
Approximately, actually, during the third week or fourth week of December. Okay, so the schedule is yet to be released. Maybe within weeks' time, it will be confirmed by the COE. Once it is confirmed, we will release. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you. Thanks all of you. Thanks for the team of Sri Mahalakshmi for their comparing, and Shamima Parveen for the vote of thanks, and the main interviewer, Mr. Adrian. We thank all of you, and in future, if somebody also wanted to volunteer for this kind of roles, definitely you can put it in the student portal in the query session. We'll definitely make use of your services. Thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thanks for organizing.
Thank you. So wish you all the best and happy weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.